Hey, what is up, guys? It's Brendan here, and today we're going to be taking a look at 7 of the best small business loans for women. Now, of course, I am not a woman, but there are some key differences and details to understand when you're looking at applying for small business loans as a woman or as a female entrepreneur owning maybe a woman-owned business. So that's what we're going to be taking a look at here in today's video. And if you do want to check out any of the companies mentioned here in today's video, you can go and check out those links linked down below in the video description. Again, some of which are affiliate links, which can be a great way to help out and support the channel. Without further ado, let's go ahead and dive into things. Now, of course, I first want to take a look here at the best small business loans list that I did in partnership here with money.com. Now, if you do want to check out this list, again, this list will be most up to date depending on when you're watching this video. You can go and check out that first link down below in the video description. That will take you right over to this page here where you can check out the top small business loans for your specific area. So if you type in your zip code, it will then populate with the small business lenders depending on where you're located so that you have the right types of lenders for a variety of different regions as well. So if you want to check out this list, again, this will be linked at the top of the video description. This is some of the best small business loans so you can get capital for your small business to get running. Of course, when things are tight, a small business loan can help you stay afloat and move forward. And these are some of the best loan options that you may have. We'll be taking a look at some of these partners and the different companies more so a little bit later in this video. But first, I do also want to cover, of course, if you want to check them out and follow along, you can go and check out the link in the description. But first, I do want to cover the fact that, what is a small business loan for women? Of course, now this article here is from NerdWallet, and essentially small business loans are specifically and solely designed for women business owners, existing on the market in a very limited form. So you need to understand first and foremost that a small business loan for a woman is not necessarily all that different from a small business loan for really anybody else. And this is due to the Federal Equal Credit Opportunity Act making it illegal for lenders to discriminate against applicants based on their gender and other protected factors. Some institutions, such as Grameen America, operate as a special purpose credit program under this act in order to legally target a specific group of applicants. In this case, which would be women. Now, of course, many lenders do offer loans with more flexible, reasonable qualification processes, that opens up to a wider pool of business owner applicants, including women. But essentially, there really isn't a whole lot of big difference. There are some lenders as well that we're going to be taking a look at in this list. And of course, a number of these lenders offer resources such as like mentorship, coaching programs, certain online courses, and grants and alternative funding for certain entrepreneurial communities may be underserved, such as women as well. But it's important to understand that legally there really isn't, it's illegal for lenders to discriminate against gender. So there really isn't, as far as the underwriting process, there's no difference for women. However, there are maybe some special limited types of programs that are set aside for women. So there are some limited programs, from the SBA or as well as some lenders that do invest in certain programs to prioritize women-owned companies. So that's important to understand in this application process when you're taking a look at different companies, maybe talking to them, and so they can better understand your situation. Another factor here is the SBA does also have a women-owned businesses resource page, which I will leave a link to this page as well in the video description. Now, taking a look here at the companies, we have the first company in this list is On Deck. Now, as you can see here, they do offer term loans that can fund the same day, and a lot of these are the alternative online lenders. A lot of the ones in this list, and a lot of the companies I recommend. Of course, this can be good options if maybe you are not approved for a traditional bank loan or an SBA loan, or maybe if you need faster funding. A lot of the alternative online lenders can provide good funding options that's a little bit more flexible. Maybe if you don't have the best credit score, things like that, where these businesses can be good options, or these online lenders can be better options for you, depending on what your specific situation is. Now, with On Deck, this is for more established businesses. So if you're a startup, as a female entrepreneur, as a women-owned business, if you're starting it, I would recommend probably, maybe trying something else, maybe outside of On Deck, but On Deck can be useful. Now, they do have a fast application process. Again, no hard credit pulls. They do have flexible repayment terms of 12, 18, and 24 months. They also have lines of credit that can be funded instantly as well. If we take a look here at the OnDeck website, they do have an easy application process, as well as different funding options when it comes to like a line of credit or a OnDeck term loan as well. And then beyond that, as you can see here, they have no hard credit pulls, fast funding, and you can build business credit history. Now, again, they do have some minimum requirements, and maybe you want to look at some of the other companies in this list. If you have not been in business for at least a year, have a personal credit score of at least 625, have business annual revenue of 100K, and a business checking account. These are sort of the minimum requirements that OnDeck does have for business owners. And so those are kind of the minimums if you're looking at getting funding from OnDeck, although they do fund a lot of different businesses. So I definitely recommend giving them a shot, checking them out if that is you. Moving on, next in this list, we have Lenzi. Now, Lenzi, as you can see, the loans range from 25K all the way up to 5 million, and a decision as fast as 24 hours and as quick as 72 hours. Applying does not affect your credit, and you can apply online in minutes. And they do have a more wider variety of different types of loans when it comes to small business loans, startup business loans, real estate loans, personal loans, and SBA loans as well. So depending on, what your specific lending needs are, again, this video is primarily focused around small business and even small business for women. So this could be another good company worth reaching out to and worth taking a look at for your small business needs. Again, if you kind of meet some of their criteria there. And if anything, I would recommend probably trying to get quotes from maybe multiple different companies, just so you can get a better idea of the overall marketplace to see like maybe which one offers better interest rate for you, or maybe works better depending on your business's situation. Again, because every business is different, right? If you have some income, if you have some equipment, or if you have real estate, if you have there's so many different situations that a business may be in, depending on the employees you have, how much money you actually need. So there's a lot of important information there to understand. Next up, we have Biz2 Credit, which offers loan amounts from 5K all the way up to 5 million. Now, Biz2 Credit does have average monthly revenue requirements quite high at 100,000, but they do have a pretty low minimum credit score at only 580. Now, the reason why they're able to offer such a low credit score is because you have that higher monthly revenue requirements. So they're essentially able to do manual underwriting and take that monthly revenue as sort of like collateral against the business. So they're like, oh, well, if you have that much money coming in as monthly revenue, then we don't really have to worry as much about credit score because we're sort of manually underwriting the loan. Now, they do have a minimum time in business, which is 18 months. So that's a year and a half. So it's a little bit longer, and the low rates, in flexible terms can work for qualified businesses, funding in as little as 24 hours. And you can pre-qualify for working capital term loans or commercial real estate loans with a Biz2 Credit. If we take a look here at their simple application process, they have, some basic business info such as annual revenue, credit score, time in business. You can sign up and get pre-qualified offers tailored specifically to your business as well, by submitting your application and potentially getting funded depending on the type of loan that you get. Now, of course, they have the revenue-based financing. They also have the business term loans. So they have different flexible options depending on your specific business, and where you're at and what you actually need as far as getting funding for your business. Moving on, next in this list, we have Revenued. Now, Revenued is an online tracking platform and personal account manager to keep your business goals in check. They also offer business credit cards as well. Now, they have loan amounts from 5K all the way up to 500K, and an average yearly revenue requirement of 250K, so it's quite a bit lower than Biz2 Credit. And they do also have a no minimum credit score, and the time in business to apply is just 1 year. So a little bit more flexible as far as the revenue amounts. And they do have, again, a bit of a wider portfolio of different types of services, such as business bank accounts, business credit cards. So depending on what you actually need, if you do need working capital, or maybe you need kind of like the whole setup, Revenued can also help you in that scenario. Moving on, next in this list, we have Bluevine, which Bluevine offers lines of credit up to 250K, an average yearly revenue requirement of 120K, so a bit lower. That's about half that as well. And they do have a 625 FICO minimum credit score, and a minimum time in business to apply is 1 year. So Bluevine does does also offer, similar to Revenue, where they have the checking accounts, business loans, credit cards, and a more wider variety of different types of small business solutions when you're looking at maybe even payroll as well. And you can kind of connect everything all inside their dashboard within Bluevine. So you can get the loans, you can set up your checking accounts. So you can really kind of go for a more of a one-stop shop scenario for all types of business financing. And when it comes just to managing your business's finances as well, not only just getting funding, but also managing like credit, checking, paying for things, as well as getting loans or lines of credit for your business as well. So it's like an overall banking type of solution for a business banking platform. That's what Bluevine does offer. Moving on next in this list, and last but not least, we have businessloans.com. Now, you can compare multiple different offers from a company like Business Loans. They have loans up to $3 million, and this is a free application with no credit check as well. And they do have short and long-term loan options available, as well as on-demand line and credit up to a fixed limit. And this is, again, businessloans.com. As you can see here, they have an overall like business type matching process, answering some basic questions. Again, no impact on your credit score. You're able to look at the different types of business financing options that Business Loans does offer. So again, that's last but not least. I would recommend, checking out the application processes for a lot of these different companies, kind of get a good idea as to maybe which one is offering you the best terms and the best situation for your specific business. As for female entrepreneurs, women-owned businesses, I would highly also recommend checking out the SBA.gov guide for women-owned businesses as well. Maybe look into some female entrepreneur grants or women-owned business grants. That can be another way to achieve and to secure alternative funding for your business, as well as just understanding the fact that, there can't be discrimination, so do keep that in mind as well as far as the overall application process. So not to worry there, just to ease some, maybe some myths or maybe some potential issues that you may have thought were there as well. There really shouldn't be in that case, but there are maybe some special grants and certain programs that you can take advantage of as well. So guys, I hope you found this video helpful on some of the best small business loans for women. Again, the overall process really isn't all that different because it essentially can't be based on the law. But there are maybe some special programs that you can also take advantage of. I'll be leaving links to those in the video description. But guys, I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, then be sure to smash that like button, hit the subscribe button as well, and notification bell so you're notified whenever I upload a new video. And guys, that's all for today's video, and I will see you in the next one. Peace out.